This here is from People from December 26, 2024, pretty recent, and my question is why? Johnny Depp's lawyers were concerned he might lose his temper on the stand in Amber Heard trial. The trial was in 2022, almost 3 years ago now, and this is a detail about it that's negative. Maybe because that Blake Lively thing is out there and Amber's back in the media just a little bit, but it seems People's going back to some negativity. Johnny Depp's attorneys are looking back at his tricky testimony during his trial with Amber Heard. I guess they want to make it seem like Ben and Camille are having this reunion and thinking about it like, oh my God, thank God that didn't happen. I guess what they're talking about is some A&E special, but that's not like them discussing it now. Seems to me that's footage of it. Even if it's recent footage, I don't think looking back's the right word to use. Looking back is like people talking about something in a conversation, thinking back on something. This is a conversation from a special. Johnny's use of humor really undermined what serious point Amber's counsel was trying to make, says Chu. We wanted to humanize Johnny before the jury so they could understand why hitting the woman he loved was something that he just wasn't capable of. But he recalls the one thing that we're concerned about is whether he might lose his temper. The other side is going to do everything possible to get Johnny to show anger. Right. So what he meant was, in my opinion, that because Johnny would be under a lot of pressure, he'd have a lot of personal questions thrown at him, he might lose his temper like anybody might lose their temper. They want to frame it here like they were concerned Johnny might lose his temper because Johnny loses his temper. Now, I was thinking over the last 35, about 40 years now, since 1986, how much footage has there been of Johnny Depp in public losing his temper? I can't remember seeing one. Maybe you can, but I can't remember even one. Obviously, Amber had that tape of him hitting the cabinet. That's his private life. We all get, you know, angry with our husbands, wives, kids, whatever. That doesn't count. I'm talking about in public, in front of people, TV shows, interviews, red carpets, behind the scenes. Is there anywhere in the last 35 fucking years when it was a problem that Johnny lost his temper? We've got news reports he smashed a hotel when he was in his 20s, 30s, I don't know, whatever. That's not losing your temper, not spontaneously. So I just think the framing here is a little negative. They give some details about the case. They do say that when Depp heard the news, he won the case. He was very happy about it. So, okay, good to include that. They say Heard's living the quiet life in Spain. Sure, even if she calls paparazzi and things like that, she's still basically living the quiet life. Yeah, fair to say. Then they say Depp said at the same time the jury gave him his life back. Speaking the truth was something I owed to my children and to all those who remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I've finally accomplished that. All right, cool. They print that at least. And they say none of Heard's lawyers participated in the special. Haven't heard of it. Guess I'll have to look it up. So all in all, not totally negative, but you know what? A lot more people see the headline than read the article. And the headline here I translate as Johnny's lawyers were worried Johnny might lose his temper because Johnny's someone who loses their temper. Not because a human being's on a court stand in a very pressured situation and like anyone they might lose it. That's what I get. I could be wrong, but I've read quite a few People articles over the years. Anyway, if you're not subscribed here, consider it. I'm doing pop culture, entertainment, Diddy, Megan, whatever comes up involving Johnny. If you don't subscribe, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.